Hi, I'm Barry Batista. I wanted to walk you through another video of a trade I did recently. It was yet again another great trade. I'm going to run the video until the stop orders go in and then pause the video and explain what's going on the screen. One thing to note before I run this forward is that I'm a programmer, and as such I'm always trying new things. So you're going to see some things on the screen that'll disappear right after the trades go live. This was actually work that I incorporated into the new product, and the work is used to get trades out in the event we have a real low deviation. But it obviously had no bearing on this particular trade, as you're getting ready to see. So now let me run this thing forward just a few seconds, and I'll stop it and we can take a look at what's going on the screen. You can see the stop orders are going in. And now at this point, 21:30 and 0 seconds, which is the time that the trade is due out, you can see the pairs of stop orders on each of the four accounts. There's a pair right there, a pair there, a pair there, and a pair there. So the straddle's done its job. All the stop orders are in and ready to go. Now we'll run it a few seconds forward, and you can see what happens in the initial seconds of this event. The data comes out at a 0.4, which for this particular trade is very good deviation. And you can see from the spike that we got a pretty substantial spike out of it. Let me stop it here. You can see we got a real nice spike out of it from this tick chart, and you can see that all the accounts have live orders on them, and I'm up fairly well on this trade to this point. And actually before we move forward, let's take a quick look at the account balances. There's a little over 11,000 in this one. There's 6892, about 6,900 in that one. There's a little over 11,000 in this one, and there's about 5,100 in that one. So now what I want to do is advance this thing forward a little bit, and we'll see what was going on towards the end of the trade. I'll stop it here. This is about 3.5 minutes later, which for me is nearly a marathon. I'm rarely in trades this long. But you can see I've closed out some of the positions and left some of them in. This account balance is up to 12.2. This one's completely out. It's up to 7,800. It started at 68. This one is still at 11,000, and this one is up to about 5,200. So things are going along pretty well here. Now I'll advance to the end of the trade, and let's see what actually happened here. Okay, you can see now all the trades except one portion of one trade is still left. And you can see that this account balance is up to 12,700. It started out just over 11, so that's about 1,700 there. This one is at 7,800. Looks like that made about 1,000. This one is up to 12,800. It started out at 11,050, so I did pretty well there too. Almost 1,800, about a little over 1,800, and about $100 on this account here. So all in all, did real well. Maybe 3,500 or so on this trade in under 5 minutes, and I still have a piece of this trade left. There's one lot still left in this one that I decided to hold for a little while. Anyway, I thought you might like to see another example of straddle trading at its best. Thanks for watching. I'd like to show you real quickly a basic setup of the new Straddle Trader Pro program. It's got quite a few new features, but I want to focus on 3 or 4 of them that are most typically changed from their default values. This trading station on the screen here is actually one of my live trading stations that I use to do straddle trades. Before I jump into the straddle, though, let's take a quick look at the account history on this thing. Let me expand this up a little bit so you can see it better. This is an account history going back for the last 3 months, and I just want to take a quick spin through this and give you an idea of the potential of the straddle. You can see over here in the far right column, this is dollars made or lost. And you can see that just a little while ago, I lost 20 bucks on a trade. But as we scroll through this thing, you'll see some numbers. There's 1,760 that I made. Made 310, 1320, 480. Another 1,750. There's $20 I lost. There's a 41 gain, a $2 gain. About a buck loss. Not sure how that happened. 66 gain. There's an $1,116 gain. A $460 loss. 378 gain, a 555 gain, 40-cent loss, $10 gain, 270, 567 gain, 76 gain, 460 gain, and $160 loss. And that's going back for 3 months. So anyway, I just wanted you to have a basic idea of what the potential is, and this is one of my live accounts, and that's the account history in this thing. Now let's take a quick look at the straddle and look at a couple of the parameters in the thing. The first thing is the buy and sell volume. There's actually a different volume setting for the buy than the sell, so you can make those different if you want to. I very rarely do, but that is an option. The next thing I want to show you is the timer. This is always used. And the way you turn the timer on is you just set this to yes, and this is military time, the military time in the hour field. So if you've got a trade, if you live on, well, I guess it doesn't matter where you live. If the trade is at 8:30 a.m. your local time, then you would just set this to yes, leave the hour at 8 and the minute at 30. If the trade is at, say, 8:30 p.m. local time, this would be yes, and this would be 20. This is military time, so this would be, the hour would be 20, and the minutes would be 30. The next thing that I want to show you that is frequently modified is these three right here: the acceptable spread, the max spread, and the percent reduction per pip. What the acceptable spread is telling us is, for this lot size that you've chosen up here, let's say you picked one lot, if the spread goes up to 5 pips, you want it to leave the lot size alone. If the spread comes in between the acceptable spread and the maximum spread, you want to reduce your lot size by this percent, the percent reduction per pip. So for example, if the spread is 7, that's 2 pips above 5. It is below 10. So it takes those 2 pips, multiplies by that to get 20%, and it reduces your lot size by 20%. So instead of going in for one lot, you would have gone in for 0.8 of a lot. And it does that on the fly right at the split second that it's entering the trades. And basically what this is doing is reducing your risk. You might be willing to put the max spread up to, say, 20. But you just don't want to trade the full amount if the spread grows that big. So it'll actually dynamically adjust your lot size based on the amount of risk that you want to take. And then the last thing I want to talk about here is the sell pips and buy pips. This is also something that's very important. The sell pips and buy pips are the number of pips away from the current price that the straddle is going to enter the sell stop and the buy stop order. So if the default is 6, and that tells it to enter the sell stop 6 pips below the sell price and the buy stop 6 pips above the buy price. And what that does is it gives you a little room for the pair to float around between the time the orders are pending orders and the time the news comes out and hopefully one of them goes live.